Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us again. So, today we are back at it, and it's going to be a quick video as always. I am, I'm interested in something that just happened recently. I just read an article. It was dated 12th of May, so today. And it was speaking about Cassava Technologies. If you remember from our prior videos, we had gone over, Cassava Technologies and their partnership with NVIDIA, and how now with NVIDIA, they are working to leverage their GPUs, leverage their technology, and do more about infrastructure on the African continent. So Cassava Technologies is really leading that space, or they're trying to lead that space. That being said, let's go into what new collaborations we're hearing, because this just makes me I want to sit down with Hardy Mpiwa, and I apologize for mispronouncing it, and just get into his mind about what he's thinking with regards to AI technology on the African continent, because I really feel that they're trying to lead the movement and do it smartly through infrastructure and all the other important pieces that will lead into creating solutions that can actually help the African continent. So let's talk about it, right? So recently, this article announces that there's been a partnership between Cassava Technologies and Zindi. So Zindi is Africa's largest platform for data science challenges. So they host like real world AI problems from companies, from governments, etc., and they invite data scientists, and they invite these individuals who are trained in being able to solve these problems, and they win prizes, they build careers, they start startups. So that's really what Zindi has been, right? So now you have Zindi on one hand, and then you have Cassava Technologies, and Technologies is known for this company that is very, very focused on digital infrastructure like fiber services, cloud services, cybersecurity, so on and so forth. So we're going to start with the problem. What is the problem that this collaboration was trying to fix? So there are thousands of smart Africans coders who can write models, they can create AI models, they can find a problem that maybe Zende will provide on their platform. They can solve for that problem by maybe writing the code that would probably solve for it. However, you still need to train and test that model that you build and see if it's actually a feasible solution. And sometimes some people are restricted, right? So maybe their laptops are too slow, or their GPUs are too small. They can't run it on their systems. It's expensive to try to do that on your own. And these big AI models need like special machines like GPUs, which are graphic processing units. So think of this like a generator. And at the end of the day, you want light, right? So that light in that case is that the AI model works, that it fixes the problem. But for that light to come out from that generator, it needs fuel, right? So the generator is the machine that makes it work, and fuel is the data and the AI model that you feed it, and so on and so forth. So for the most part, we have people who have data, and they have the AI model, they have the code and whatnot, and they want to create, and they believe that it can actually create light, right? But we've been missing that generator, that very important piece. And that is what this partnership is trying to solve for. So, and just for some context of what Zindi did before. So before, the people would come over and download these data sets, and they'd write their own code, and then they'd upload a CSV or whatever file for Zindi to sort of look over it and score. And if it works, it works. And then they can go up to do what they want to do. But again, the limitations for many other data scientists has really been the machinery to test out their models, particularly when it comes to AI. So that's changing now. So with this new collaboration, there's this new collaboration between Cassava Technologies and Zindi, such that Cassava Technologies will provide cloud-based GPUs, um these like powerful brains we need to train big AI models. And Zindi will host the challenges. So they'll do what they've always done, but now they're giving these data scientists and these very brilliant individuals on the African continent, researchers, access to powerful machines through Cassava Technologies. And we don't know what the price is going to be. We don't know what the pricing model is going to be, but chances are it's going to be of a lesser cost than if they try to go after it themselves. And chances are it's going to be, we hope it will be accessible, such that individuals who could not have priorly maybe gotten a better laptop or gotten a better local system that can run the models would be able to leverage this new partnership, right? So we are reducing the cost of entry. And this is very important, because when you think about the African continent, you understand that there is so much African talent. There's so many people who are doing their homework, who are learning, right? However, they are blocked by the fact that they don't have access to the environment and the tools that can actually make what they've learned become practice, that will become solutions that will now bring us that beautiful reality that they have imagined and we have imagined. um, it creates real African AI solutions. So for in healthcare, in farming, in education, what that's really mean is that now that we have more people who are able to access these strong machines, right? That means we have more people who can solve for a problem. And chances are the more people we have solving for a problem, the more brilliant people we have solving for a problem, the more chances we're probably going to get a solution to that. So you can think about how that would affect different fields from healthcare to farming, to agriculture, to finances, etc. So this is great. This is great. It's going to boost digital skills and jobs by turning learning into real building, right? So I think that's one of the problems we've had really with education systems in Nigeria. I speak about Nigeria because I'm from Nigeria, but on the continent as a whole, forgive me if I generalize, but it's more so that there's great theory, but just not the environments to allow practical experience, which are a key element in learning, which are a key element in being successful in any field, in any space of life, right? So you need real practice, and this is what this is introducing into the equation. And again, it builds a stronger, fairer AI ecosystem across the continent. What is an AI ecosystem? It's not just about the fact that we have problems in education or farming, and we know these problems can be solved with AIs, and we have these researchers who are learning them. So first of all, we need researchers, right? People who understand how to solve for these problems using artificial intelligence and machine learning and all the other things that come with that. You need those people. You need those people who are educated, and then you need the so let's say these people build the machine. Right now you need the tools to make it work. You need the generator. So that is the GPUs, and those are the data centers, and that is internet connectivity. That is all part of the ecosystem. That's all part of infrastructure. And then in addition to that, you need data. I think one of the things, and we'll talk about it later on, but I'm just giving you sort of context on what really goes into building an AI Africa. You need good data sets. We need to be able to collect data from our businesses, from the local pop shops, right? From the local tailor, from our governments. We need better data from about the activities, and we need ethical, clean data. We need data about the food that we eat, right? How it is processed, how it is used in our homes. We need data about our culture and our language, and these are all these things about data and educated professionals, and the infrastructure of internet and GPUs and data centers, and the problems itself are part of the ecosystem, right? All of these come together to build in that AI Africa that is thriving and prosperous and able to sort of come up in the world's view as a healthy, maybe not competitor, probably competitor, but a healthy, um, contributing member to the global economy when it comes to technology and its ability to bring prosperity. So I'm really excited about that. And again, I really want to bring this into context, right? So why is this really important? So imagine that you're a student in Ghana and you've written this amazing, great model to detect crop diseases using plant photos, etc. But maybe your laptop freezes, right? And when you try to train it, your laptop can't train it. Now you can log into Zindi, you can upload your code, you can run it using this would be cloud-based hosted services. So you can run it on their model is fast, you can train your data, you can test it, and then you can have a solution, maybe reiterate on the along the way, and now you have something you can work with, and you can have your own startup and then do beautiful things on the continent. So that is why it's so impressive, and I'm so excited to hear about it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you think about this new collaboration. I am very interested. I think I'm going to do a nice in-depth review into Cassava Technologies to really understand their history and maybe help us all understand their history. And I love how they are moving headfirst into an African an AI Africa. Um, I am sure it will also not only will it be altruistic in what it's going to do for the continent, it is also going to be very lucrative. So I'm looking to see their strategy over the long haul. So thank you so much for your viewership. I appreciate you paying attention. Please let me know in the comments what you think. Please like and subscribe. Happy to continue bringing this content. I'm learning, you're learning, and we're growing. And hopefully, we're in a movement to an African AI, to an AI Africa. We're in a movement to an AI Africa. All right. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.